light makes my nose look. Ah, this guy. I don't know. Hello guys, don't mind my sister. She was trying to get involved. If you notice, she always wants to, be part of my video. I think this is nice. I think I like this. Mm. Hi everyone. So welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you have been coming to my YouTube channel, you know that I love to talk. I love to have conversations, and I'm very focused on societal issues. Yeah. So if you're following me, you would understand that anything that's happening around me, I like to make a video out of it. I like to create podcasts, videos. If you have been seeing some of my videos, you will know that, yeah, that this girl, she's very good in things like this. So yesterday I was live, I was here, and I had my sister with me here. So we started talking about BB Nigeria. But before then, I want to say um, thank you to those who subscribed to my channel yesterday. Yesterday I streamed, and the people who literally like gave me most of my subscribers were actually BB Ninja lovers. Yes, they were actually the ones. So this is me saying thank you for joining the family. This is me saying thank you for sticking with me, for coming across my page and my channel, and then deciding to click on the subscribe button. So yesterday I was here and I had that conversation. I spoke about my favorite housemate, people that I like, the person that I am rooting for, and how the show has been and all of that. But today, I literally want to gist you guys on how I spent my day. So if you live in Lagos, you know that it has been raining since last night. Since last night. Yeah, it started raining from, I can't really pinpoint the exact time that it started raining, but it was at night when everybody was sleeping. So it rained through the morning. And for those that like to sleep very well when rain is falling, you know how beautiful your sleep is. So basically I woke up to, I have to go to work. Yeah, I have to go to work, and on getting up, I dressed up, got ready, I ate before leaving the house, only to realize that I couldn't get bike out of the estate where I stay. So the moment I then got one, the person was now charging higher than the usual um, amount. And when you complain to them, they will tell you rain has fallen now, rain don't fall. So as rain don't fall, there is no need for to charge at the same rate. So I always ask this question, so now rain has fallen, so how is that my business? Why do I have to overpay the usual amount that I usually pay? So I don't know if some of you go through things like this. If when rain falls in your hair, for those that stay in a place where before you come out, before you, even if you want to use Uber, before you order an Uber, you would need to come out of that place that you stay. So eventually, like I said, I got one and I just had to pay the money. Yeah, I just had to pay the money. Now getting to the bus stop again. That one was another. The road was bad around Abramadesanya. Abramadesanya, I don't know. They've been fixing Abramadesanya road for a very long time, more than 2 months now, if I'm not mistaken. Is it more than 2 months? Yeah, I guess more than 2 months. And my question all the time when I'm going out and I see these construction workers, these road builders on the road, I wonder why they tend to do most of their jobs during the day when they can literally like do it at night when everybody is rested, when everybody is resting, or when everybody is sleeping, so they can have the whole night to do whatever they want to do. But this is Lagos, this is Nigeria. They want to work during the day when every other person is working. And you know that school be resuming very soon. Yeah. So in my head, the fact that school is went on break, these workers are supposed to, put in so much work, so much effort in the road, have you on the road, fixing the road, making sure that okay, by the time that students are going to resume back from school, they would they will be coming back to a free road. But anyway, like I always say, this is Lagos. They didn't do any of that. So yes, it took me time to get a bus, and I eventually got a bus. There was no way you would have even ordered an Uber because the road was blocked. Blocked. If you're going to order, you would wait. You would wait for a very long time before even one person will even get to the place where you are. So I then jumped the bus. I jumped the bus. On my way going, you will notice that uh Agberos, if you know Agberos, yeah, they would always want to take their pound of flesh. So basically, okay, so before I move straight to those Agbero, this thing, Agbero is another topic entirely. Let me talk about the flood in our the flood in Lagos. So if you live in Lagos, you know that there are some places where when it rains, there will be flood everywhere. And I know that some of us don't like to go through the issue of flood. Me personally, I don't like to go through the issue of flood. Like when I started talking about this, I mentioned how when it rains, those bike people, they'll begin to overprice. They'll begin to charge, and they'll start telling you because of the road is bad. You know, once they do one or two trips, they then start suffering from, or start having what they call chain issue. One particular person was talking to me about chain, that his chain is not good. He's having one kind of that the yes, chain they call it. It's chain they call it, because the time I entered this particular bike person, the something was just making noise, and it was like, ah, na my chain no good. This water don't spoil am. So I just feel like um attention should be given to roads, especially this raining season. This is September. Very soon we would move, do not we'll go out of this raining season. So attention should be given to the roads in communities that need attention. Yeah, attention should be given, because most of the and there's another aspects of fixing roads. It's not as if I'm not in support of fixing roads. So there's an aspect of fixing roads, because somebody was telling me that these places where you have beautiful houses, you have nice buildings and all of that, if they make the mistake of fixing the road, the cost of the rent would increase. And that's actually the truth. the cost of rent would increase. You see some landlords will start charging, if you're paying 700,000 naira for just 2 bedroom, we're assuming here, and they now fix the road, the cost of that road will go to, no, the cost of that house, that place that you're staying, will go to 1 million, if not more. If not more. I know this because I also do I have 1 or 2 dealings with real estate. So most of the time when you're in search of, or you're taking clients to for an inspection, most of them will tell you, is the road good, is the road bad, is the road manageable. Most of the time when you even have things that, oh, the road is manageable, not tell you that, okay, if the road is manageable, if it's something that you reinforce, it will look like this, it will look like this, then it shouldn't be that um expensive. Yeah, it shouldn't be that expensive. But then, but me, I don't advise a case where, if you have your way, if you want to move into a house, you move into a place where there is flood. Me, I don't advise that. Okay, so living in Lagos is not a small. It's not for the, is it the faint-hearted? It's not for those that don't have mind. Yeah, I even hear that when some people from places like Abuja, when they come to Lagos, they cannot survive. That's why most of the time you see them moving away from Lagos back to Abuja, or wherever they are coming from. But if you ask me, living in Lagos, if you have the mind, if you live in Lagos, whatever rough life, whatever thing that you're not used to, you're going to get used to it. Yeah, you'll be able to adapt in any country, any place that you go to, because there is nothing that you see in this Lagos, or you go to in this Lagos, that would not give you a thick skin. Now, transportation. So, like I said, I woke up to a hectic day, from the rain to looking for bike that will take me to the express where I'm going to get an Uber, but we didn't get one. Eventually now got a bus. Transportation was hell. So transportation that cost even it actually started with the bike. Started with the bike people. So instead of them to charge the usual amount that they normally charge, they didn't charge that amount. They doubled the amount. Now, getting a bus to did not spend. Do you even know that they even fought? Now, the bus that stopped in front of me to carry people was coming out with rush. So it happens that there is a passenger inside his bus that was giving him the price that he didn't tell him to. He didn't tell the person, is even a lady. He didn't tell the lady to pay. So I think he picked up the lady from Lakwe. He picked up the lady from Lakwe, and when it got to the time for the lady to pay, the lady now gave him not up to the amount of money that she was supposed to pay. So it turns out that the man has been asking her to pay the money, and she's like, this is what I have, oh, this is what I have, oh. And the man is now saying that, if I get to this particular bus stop, if you don't pay me my money, I'm going to push you out of this place. I'm going to send you out of my bus. And of course, women would always be women. Most of the time, we even argue on things that we're not supposed to even argue on. We still want to show that yes, we are women, you cannot touch us, you cannot beat us. But this man, like I say, this man, a beat women. So so he just did not even care. So when he got to that my bus stop, that was when he now opened the door and dragged her out. That was how I then got to know that, oh, this is the reason why. Oh, thank you, Mohammed. Thank you. Thanks for joining my channel. So that was when I even got to know that this is the reason why he's chasing her out of the bus, because she refused to pay the amount of money. So the price of transportation can be really high, sometimes, especially when situations like this which I have shared happens. So not everybody is buoyant. Okay, not everybody has so much to spare, and especially those people that work in offices that, they are based on salary. How much do they get paid? That once you're paid now, hi Mohammed, once you're paid, yeah, in the middle of the month, or let's say even that month that you're paid, moment that you're paid, the price of things that you usually get will now increased. It will now increase with no control, with no warning, with no conversation. Like, it's really alarming, because when this thing increases, your salary is not being increased. Okay, if you go and meet your boss and then tell your boss that, sir, this is what's going on, no, there is no money, can you please increase my salary? Especially when you're working in a place where the company is not productive that much, or people are not patronizing the company, or let's say your company or the place you're working is the place that they deal with, it's buying and selling kind of, they render services. So people are not, you know getting themselves involved in that. You can't talk about salary increment. That's why I always advise, if you want to even live in Lagos, even in other places, if you're to live in other places, learn skills, have something that you're doing. You get, I don't advise one job. I don't advise one job. Have multiple streams of income. You can be receiving from here and be receiving from here. And me, I'm also not a fan of full-time jobs. I don't do full-time jobs because I don't fancy it. Yeah, so it's better you get from, I'm from India. Hi Dream, nice to meet you. I'm from Nigeria. I hope you're doing fine. So I don't advise one to be having just one stream of income. Have as many streams of income, so that when situations pop up that requires money and all of that, you should be able to. Nice to meet you, sister. Same here, Dream. Same here. So that's that about the high cost of transportation. Yeah, sorry, my English is not so fluent, but I can understand what you're saying now. I can understand what you're saying, and you can also understand what I'm saying. So that's fluent for me, as long as we're communicating. So it's good. It's a good one. Okay, the bigger issues of governance and citizenship. Well, we'll talk about that one later. Yeah, I said I woke up to see a flooded streets. I can. uh Okay, so hi, Mama. This is the first time you're coming to my live stream. Welcome. Thank you, Dream. I know that I'm pretty, so yeah, thank you. Thank you. So, basically, like I was talking about the flooding system, most of the time, I always, ooh, ah, no verse, ma. Don't be angry. It was a slip of tongue. I didn't know what to say. uh-uh. Sweet 16. I know it was a slip of tongue. Don't be angry. What time now is your country? This is 8:17. This is 8:17 p.m. Yeah. think I've almost said everything here. So, the flooding as here is your English. You're writing something that is not English. Dream. Here is 12. Okay, 12:32 a.m. Oh, you guys, okay. Ah, you're not sleeping. Ah, please allow that tongue to sleep. Okay, it go sleep. Yeah, it is sleep now. So okay, what are you doing there? I'm a housewife. Oh, oh, beautiful. Um, well, I'm not yet a housewife. I'm not yet a housewife. I'm not yet married, but very soon. So, uh, Oyoyo Kitchen is saying hello to you. You can also subscribe to her channel too. So, I'm not yet a housewife. I'm still, warming my way to becoming a housewife. But are you just a housewife or you work too? Do you work? Dream, is there anything that you do? Ah, you have met your person. Hey God. Oh you have met your person. I'm a housewife like you. We are jobless. No. Ah, oh my God. Child baby boy. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So you're just like Oyoyo because she's saying that she too she's a housewife. So oh, what's the name of your baby boy? When I decide to start having children, I'd like to have a son. Any job in India, Chineke na me. You want to dey do chef for India? See, Oyoyo, she's a chef. Oh, there's nothing she cannot cook. She can even come and, you know, cook you people's delicacies sef. I guess she learned that one too. I don't know. Okay, the Raj, oh, that's a beautiful name. That's a beautiful name. Oyoyo is from Nigeria. She's a Nigerian fine woman. Chikpati and Indian Bayani. Wow. Yes, she will come to India to spend the holiday with you. Right? She will come. She will come. She travels, oh. She travels. She travels to different countries. So if you send that invite, she will come. But you see now, Dream, you did not invite me to come to India. Oh. It's Oyoyo that you're inviting to come to India. That's not nice. That's not nice. My parents are fine. My siblings are also fine. All of them are not here. I only have one sister that's here. So that one, she's doing her own thing. I'm the only one without children. Now, wow. When I start having my own kids too, I will start saying I'm a mother of two beautiful, beautiful kids. We are happy to meet you too. Yee. Dream, can you tell me a little bit about your country, about India? Because I love India and I know a little bit about India through their movies. That's yeah, I'm subscribing to your channel after this live. Thank you for subscribing to her channel. Tell me a little bit about India. Oh, you have not told me that you love me before. Talk am. Can you believe in God? Yes, God is real now. Mama talk am. You never tell me say you love me before. You never tell me. Now you see Dream River now. You tell Dream say you love am. See life. Oh, she's going to sleep. All right. Nice to meet you. I hope you have a good night rest. Oh, Chimo. Don't worry. Me too will soon become mother. No problem. It's not easy to be a mother, I know. Good night. Don't forget to subscribe to Oyoyo's Kitchen, oh, so you can be joining her on her live too. She's a good conversationalist too. Hmm? Thank you, Dream. How do we do this? Yeah, this is love. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so before the little chit chats with Dream and ever young Oyoyo Kitchen. Yes, if you guys are if you are seeing this, please subscribe to Oyoyo's Kitchen TV. She's a sweet 16, very fine woman, but she has kids. So whenever you watch this, search for Oyoyo Kitchen TV and follow her. She streams also, so you can join her on her live stream. So before the chat, I was basically talking about how I spent my day. Yes, ever young 16. Yes, we know that. Everybody now knows that. So I was talking about how I spent my day, how rain started falling, and one had to struggle out of bed to find her way to work. So I talked about how the transportation was really, really, really high because of the rain. Amen. Oh, amen. Thank you very much. Amen. Amen. Ah, work was something else. So spent more than the usual amount of money that I usually spend. Bike people charge times 10, then bus again times 10. Ha. No, 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 no. My boss did not stress me at all. You understand now, shebi he's also staying in Lagos, so it's just the hectic process to get in there, facing agberos and then the traffic, yeah, along that Abramadesanya road. So it was really stressful. The road that they've been fixing for more than 2 months, if I'm not mistaken, and they are yet to complete the road. Very hectic, but we'll survive. We will survive. uh so since I've mentioned flooding and the likes, I want us to throw more light. I want to throw more light on the bad boys on the road. Yeah. Now, number one, these people, they are humans like us. These people understand what they are doing. These people tend to act because of government is not talking about it, is not telling, is not, eradicating them off the streets. Most of the time people will say it is because of they don't have what to do, or they don't have money, so they want to make ends meet. You can't make ends meet by being on the road and then stealing from people, because I call that stealing. And most of these people, if you ask some of them, yeah, some of them might not have gone to school, or might have not, seen the four walls of it. I don't believe that. Some of them are drop out. Some of them, they go to school, then decide to drop out because I guess they want to make quick money. Yeah, they want to make quick money, and the best bet now is to come to the road to be collecting money. And these people, they have what they call chairman chairman of the road that encourages them. Even the government too encourage what they are they are doing. There are times you notice that some of the fights that breaks out on the road between a bus driver and um the bad boys, yeah, it's as a result of disagreements. Disagreement in the sense that you see a bad boy telling the agbero, yeah, requesting for a certain amount of money from um the driver, and the driver is will hesitate to do such because you did not you're not the one doing the job for me. Okay, so why do I have to pay you just to ply the road? And if you make the mistake to argue with them, to not um pay them the amount of money that they are requesting you to pay, they'll start fighting you. Like this evening now, when I was coming back, the bus stop where I usually stay to get um a bus, or to get whatever I want to use to come back home. This bus, there's what they call kurupe, that small bus that looks like keke. Yeah, this bus refused to stop. The bus was, I think it had space, even not up to three space, but refused to stop because of this thing. it, Sorry, a minute, I'm a little bit distracted. Come. Sorry about that. Needed to go check something. So while I was, like I was saying, while I was coming back, that's how the bus driver refused to stop. Refused to stop because of there was an agbero in that bus stop waiting for waiting for him to stop so that he can collect money. That one successfully left though. He left without paying a penny to the agbero guy. I was still there when another one came, and because of what that one had done to him, that he did not stop for him to collect money from him. The way hmm, oh my god. But to cut the long story short, when that bus came, he refused to let that bus to go, and then he told that bus that, see, you must pay me money. That one said, you did not work for me, I cannot pay you any money. You're not supposed to be here. Your mates are working. Your mates, they have proper jobs. What are you doing? That's how fights started. So most of the time, these people, they do these things that they do because of they are being encouraged, because of somebody is giving them the backings that they need. Because tell me why you're on the road, you're doing nothing, the government is not talking, the police officers on the road, they see you, instead of them to um you know take you out of the road, or probably if it's to report, or I don't know, you do that. But no, they will not. They'll freaking not, just because I guess probably those, because somebody told me that these people, they give them they also give the police officers money. I don't really know, but it is just what I heard. Hmm. Yeah. So another, the big question is, who are bad boys? How do we define bad boys? Let me let me go online and search who are agberos on the road. Maybe to give us a proper definition. Okay, so here it says Lagos bad boys is a term for agberos or area boys who are individuals that extort money from commercial bus commercial bus drivers by acting as unofficial toll collectors at motor parks and on the roads in Lagos. Now they collect fees for parking. Loading. I usually hear that very well. Pay me money for loading. And do you know what loading means? Loading means when you as a passenger, you enter a bus and the bus is filled up, that driver has loaded. So they are collecting the money they are giving to that driver. That driver has loaded. Or simply for operating in their perceived territory. Perceived territory, these people will tell you that why they are collecting money from you in that particular area, it is because of you are in their territory. It is because of you are living, you're operating in their father's land. in their community. So for you to carry your car and then drive at that route and then